What's up, you guys? Hope you guys have been doing well. So this video is going to be talking about my channel overall, and it's going to be a little unique, fun, and hopefully interesting. As you guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, I've been constantly debating what my channel is about, right? Is it about dancing? Is it about reviews? Or is it about me, my life, and vlogging? Is it, like, I'm a Christian, so should I talk about my faith? Like, I'm dating Stella, and I've been, like, what do I talk about? So in a branding world, it's actually really important that you niche down into one specific area and really focus on that, because if everything is important, nothing's important, right? So you want to focus on one thing. So there's a photographer by the name of Sorelle Amore, and in Sorelle's video, she talks about the 5 buckets of content, and that concept is something that I had in the back of my mind, but I wasn't sure if it was okay or acceptable. But after watching her video, it kind of gave me the sense of peace and permission to allow me to do what I wanted to do. The concept is talking about 5 things that you're really interested in, and then seeing how your audience reacts, and then slowly cutting down one by the basis of results and analytics. And I thought about my 5, and it was actually really easy to figure them out. Dancing, clothing/business, relationships, my faith, and reviews. So the first one is dance. I've been dancing for a while, and I really do enjoy it. It's something that I'm passionate about and that I love to do, right? I've been teaching at a ministry called God's Image for a very long time, and I've also been directing V3. And so there are things that I've learned and picked up also from my breaking crew back then. So the first type of content that I want to create is around dance. So the second topic is clothing/business, right? Clothing is something that I've always been interested in. It's something that I do now and still learning, right? But business as a whole is something that I love a lot. Ever since I was in middle school, when CDs were a thing, I would actually burn CDs and sell them to people. And ever since middle school, and then even in high school, I sold things. College, I sold things. Like constantly my whole life, I've always been selling things, saving things, spending things, saving things, investing. Like it's something that I've practiced at a young age and applies to me a lot right now. Currently, I am self-employed and run a business myself. And so it's something that I love just talking about, because in today, like the present time, starting your own business has never been so much easier, right? You have social media, you have YouTube, you can create your own website. There's so many opportunity in the world so I want to create content and talk about business as a whole and just talk about my experiences and what I can give to you guys. The third one is relationships. As some of you guys may know, I'm currently engaged with Stella, and we've been dating for about 7 years, and there's 7 years worth of advice and tips that I do want to share with you guys, especially things that I've learned and things that I've realized throughout relationships. And for some odd reason, I've always observed relationships from afar, from elementary to middle school to high school, seeing my friends, seeing the problems that are in relationships, the things I don't like about relationships, and the things that I do like about relationships. And I may not be like a relationship expert, but I think there are values that I can share from my relationship with Stella, and why in today's age relationships should be taken a lot more seriously and not so lightheartedly, right? You don't date to just date, you date for marriage, right? And so this is what I value, and these are things that I hope to share. The fourth thing is my faith, right? I don't really talk about my faith too much on this channel, but as someone of faith, I can't contain it. Like, I just can't not share about my faith and what Christ has done for me in my life and just my testimonies. Like, when you understand that your identity is in Christ, it's no longer that you live, but Christ who lives in you. You just can't help but to talk about him and live out your faith. Me not sharing about it through my channel, I feel like not that it's a sin, I just don't feel comfortable with that. And I feel so much joy talking about Christ and all the things that he's done for me. And so I do want to talk about my faith and talk about anything related to Christianity and the Bible and the Word and God and all that stuff on here as well. And the fifth one is reviews. I like reviewing things. I don't know why. Specifically tech. I love talking about like cameras and electronics and anything that I strongly believe in. And so reviews will be another one. So in my Instagram, there is a section called Ask Me, and you can ask me any questions. And I've received over hundreds and hundreds of questions that I had to look through, that I have to answer. But you guys gave me content to create, and so I want to create content based off of my audience, and that's you guys. And so ask me any questions. Your question may not even be answered until like a month later, but these are topics that will be sitting in my file, and I'll be going down the list and talking about those things. So ultimately, thank you for giving me content to create. I looked through some of the questions, and they're awesome, and I'm like pumped, and I just want to answer every single one of them right now. But I'm gonna wait. Other than that, because I've been uploading less, I've been focusing a lot more on identity, which is good. It's always a trade-off, right? It's always like focus on YouTube and vlogging and video, and identity, it's like nothing, right? If I focus on identity, then you get it. It's really hard to balance everything out, especially when I also have GI V3 on the plate. Also, like, Stella and I, we've been wedding planning. It's mainly her. Like, I'm doing like nothing, right? Stella's doing all the planning, but also I have my client work for screen printing. So I'm juggling like 5 or 6 different things right now, and it's kind of crazy, but I want to focus a lot more on identity right now. And so when that comes out, you guys, I will let you guys know. It's been awesome. If you watched this far, I can tell you this. Identity is going to be more of a passion project for me, because I can't view it as a business. I hope that it becomes a business, but money is something that I'm gonna focus last on for identity. I wanna focus on the people and the message and the purpose more than the financial aspect. Thankfully, for the past year, I built a solid foundation on my screen printing business, so my income comes through there, and that will fuel identity. And that's business tip number 1, right? It's never about the money first, it's about the purpose and the people. Like, what do you do, and who are you aiming to, and why? And then money and finances will follow through after that, but that'll be for another video. And I'll just share this, like, identity is really for a very niche group, right? It's not for everybody. It's for the people who believe in what identity stands for. Therefore, a lot of our materials are actually really high quality. They're higher than most qualities that exist out there. We'll be bringing in 3 new designs and 3 old designs. The 3 old designs being the Kingdom of Heaven jerseys, the Windbreakers, and Abai. The Abai shirts. Those 3 were the most popular, and so we do want to bring those back. So the quality on the jersey and the windbreaker will be the same, but on the t-shirt will be different. And then we'll be coming out with 3 new designs, right? One's going to be a hoodie and 2 t-shirts. Like, I'm telling you guys, the hoodie is amazing. Like, the feeling of it, I could wear it every day. I'll stop talking about it. Remember to stay passionate, inspired, and grateful in all that you guys do. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing, hit that bell notification for future uploads, and I will see you guys in the next video. Over. Good night, good morning, adios.